What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we need to talk about the chances of your free checking account going away. Now, this is something that I've talked about multiple times here on the channel over the past couple of weeks, and it stems from JP Morgan Chase saying that if some of the rulings from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau finally go through, that they are likely going to raise the amount of money you pay for your checking account, or simply do away with free checking accounts. Now, a lot of people said, oh, they're going to change banks. They're not paying a monthly fee to have their money inside of a bank that the bank then uses that money to loan to other people and to businesses, and then they make money from it. How is that fair? Well, today I want to discuss that because, again, I understand paying for a checking account, especially when you've been getting a free checking account for maybe many months or years. Well, it's not an ideal situation, but according to experts, paying for a monthly fee could be the best possible thing. So I'll break all that down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So, first off, why are we even discussing a possibility of paying a fee for a checking account? Well, it has to do with what the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has finalized just recently. They finalized some rulings. One of the rules is they're capping credit card late fees at $8, and they will cap overdraft fees for your bank at just $3 per transaction. Now, these are both pretty big declines from what banks are currently charging, which some late fees are up to like $35, $40. And then some overdraft fees are like $15 to $25. So again, pretty steep declines here. Like on average for a credit card late fee, I think we're paying it's like $20 on average, or like 18 something. And then for the overdraft fees, on average, we pay about $5 to $6. This is on average across the United States. So even though you look at the high numbers, as a late fee, $30 to $40, on average, it's right about $18 to $20. Okay, on average across the United States, based off all types of people. Okay, the higher income earners, the lower income earners, people that have better credit cards, better bank accounts, things like that. So again, keep that in mind, that yes, if you look at the kind of the basic, the entry point for bank accounts and credit cards, this is a huge decline, and that's where some of these banks are looking at. Now, even though these rules have been placed, they have not gone into effect yet. Okay. And the reason why they haven't gone into effect yet is because they are currently in litigation. Until litigation ends, they will simply be on hold. Okay? Now, but it's because of these steep declines that now banks, and JP Morgan Chase is the main one, but a lot of the other, bigger banks plus smaller regional banks are likely to follow suit with whatever JP Morgan Chase does. But the reason for this, again, they're trying to make some money. Banks are having a very difficult time, and they're having a difficult time because of interest rates. People and businesses aren't going out there and getting loans, and because of that, banks aren't making the money that they once did. It's because of that they are struggling, trying to pull in as much money elsewhere as they can. But at the same time, President Biden and the CFPB decide we're going to cap some of these fees, and they're calling them their junk fees. Now, reports also indicate that roughly 73% of Americans take advantage of the free checking account, and they do so by one of two things. The two biggest ways people get a free checking account, number one, is they have a direct deposit straight from their employer. The second way is they actually maintain a minimum balance in their bank account. Because of that, they get a free checking account. Now, here's where things get tricky. According to reports, they're now indicating that some smaller regional banks are determined to make some extra money. And as a result, they will start charging a small fee for bank customers, but they want to play around with that number, play around with that fee to ensure it's at the exact point where people are less likely to move and switch banks, okay, and more likely to pay the fee. Now, this is where things get really interesting, because I personally think this includes me, okay? Let me tell you. Banks believe that due to all the automatic payments that people make each month, that banking customers won't want to change things. As a result, they're going to opt for convenience, and they will pay whatever the monthly fee is. Now, if it's excessive and it's a $250 per month fee, I think people are going to switch. But if it's $7.95 or $14.99 as a monthly fee to have your bank account, and that means you don't have to change all your utility payments, your credit card payments, your auto loans, your mortgage, right? If you don't have to change any of those things that are already set up, I know for me personally, I'd easily pay, and I don't want to say an amount, but if it was $7.95, I'd pay that. If it was $14.95 or $14.99, I'd pay that. Now, I have a number in my head that I would pay every single month, but again, I'm not going to say that in case the banks are watching, because I don't want to pay that. Now, again, I know for me personally, I would make this monthly payment each month if I didn't have to change all my automated payments. But here's what you need to know. This is why experts believe this is actually a good thing. That if banks move away from these nickel and dime service fees, and they now start to charge you a monthly checking account fee, or just checking fee, whatever fee you want to call it, but it encompasses everything. Okay? They're saying the good thing about potentially paying a monthly fee for your bank account is there would be no surprise service fees. Says instead of getting hit with a paper statement fee of potentially $1 per page, or a higher overdraft fee of potentially $30 to $40 or $15 to $20, whatever it is, an inactivity fee of $15 per month, or even a fee for a cashier's check of which go for anywhere from $4 to $20 per check, you simply pay a monthly account fee. So instead of paying all these small fees every time you go into the bank, oh, you want to talk to somebody in financial services? Okay, no problem. Let me direct you over there. And then, oh, I got hit with a $15 fee because they charged me for that hour. Or I need to talk to somebody about my home loan. All right, no problem. We're going to charge you $15 again per hour to talk to somebody. Or you want to come through the drive-thru and you want to get checks that way? Well, the drive-thru fee is going to be $1. Yeah, think about that. Or an ATM fee, right? Out-of-network fee. All these different fees, they add up. And that's what experts are saying, is that right now, if banks can say, you know what, we're going to charge you a monthly fee, but we're actually going to do away with all those smaller fees, that actually could be a good thing. So that's where we're at this time. I just wanted to share that with you because, again, we're getting more information from some smaller banks saying that they think this is a potential good thing because, again, it does away with those surprise fees. So as we get more information on this, I promise I will bring you all the latest news and updates as soon as we get it. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.